Hello, hello, and welcome back to Burrows. Finally made it to the motel. It's exciting. I don't know, I'm excited to get to know Ken, right? Right. Ken growls as he turns towards me, slamming a fist on the counter. This grifter is telling us we can't get separate rooms. That ain't what she said. Can someone just explain the situation, please? I turned to the woman at the front desk, who looked a bit shaken by the two leather-clawed ruffians. Well, we're mostly booked for tonight, today. There's only two single bedroom suites available, with a limit of 2 per room. I see. That certainly is a pickle. Well, I'm definitely not comfortable with sharing a room with him. I turned to see Colt standing definitely next to Jesse, staring daggers at Ken, who seems unbothered. Me and Jess always room together anyway. Say, did you buy the... Colt loudly shushed the otter before grabbing a set of keys off to the counter. Still, it doesn't feel right leaving Gray alone with him. I'm not thrilled about it either, you know. And since when was the talking piece of... Linguin? In charge. Careful, pussycat. Great, these two are already shaping up to be mortal enemies. I grumble and look at Jess, who gives me an apologetic shrug. Next time we find a bigger place with more rooms. This was on short notice. It's okay. I definitely want to get to know you guys better. But nothing makes for a better bonding than a late-night chat over a few beers. That sounds great. Maybe Ken would mellow out after a few cold ones. And Jesse nods, and Colt pulls Colt away from the growling panther, waving goodbye to the reception. Ken taps his foot impatiently, refusing to look at me. So you just do, as you're told, eh? Stop being such a brat. If you're that uncomfortable, I'll sleep on the floor or something. It's not like I haven't had to wear the guise of a homophobic roommate before. Better safe than sorry. Whoa. As if I'd make you do something like that. He sounds genuinely offended that I'd suggest such a thing. Sorry, I just thought... Never mind, come on. I shake it off and grab the last set of keys. He nods and we walk up to the second level of the complex. We pass by the other two on the way to our room, arguing about something with the door half open. But I think he'd be cool with it, I don't know. I like him well enough, but adding him to the Rub Club, it feels too... Hey guys, everything good? Jesse nods nervously, and jumping into the room, and hiding behind the door. That's what that says. Sure, it sure is. Me and Colt are gonna settle in for the night. We'll be seeing you two in the morning. Okay, night. He slams the door, and I hear the jingle of the chain lock. I turn around to see Ken rolling his eyes, waiting by the door. Our room is nothing special. A fold-out bed, a small card table, and a bathroom. It honestly wasn't much bigger than the apartment me and Simon shared. Simon shared? Simon shared. I still don't know. Only thing missing was a kitchen, and I could get pretty comfortable. And Ken drops his saddlebag on the ground and examines the place, looking mildly impressed. At least the toilet isn't in the middle of the room like the last one I stayed at. That sounds like a prison. Sorry. He he shoves past me and hangs his jacket up by the door, stretching until his joints pop. Oh. Fuck. Driving for hours at a time really does a number on you. I could imagine. Whenever I'll help old Miss Henderson with plowing the fields, my muscles would ache for days. He eyes me up and down in disbelief. Didn't take you for the working sort. Ouch. Well, it's not like we know each other. True. Prove it then. All right. I awkwardly undo my shirt and show off my upper body. I've known my fair share of hard work. His mouth hangs agape before he shakes his head, rolling his eyes in an exasperated fashion. All right, do I have the, Yeah. I just want to make sure. In case anything happens. I don't want to have to edit. But please, that's nothing. Take a look at this. Before I can say anything, he whips off his tank top and pants, revealing his perfectly sculpted torso. His fur is darkly rich and dense. The light gently frames his neck and shoulders like a halo, and his golden chain contrasts perfectly against his sable palette. How the hell did you get so ripped just riding a bike? He smiles smugly, having clearly won this battle. I do a set of 100 push-ups whenever I have some free time. These motels can get pretty boring. Well, yeah, but how did you get so defined? Wait, so much definition. I rub my flat stomach sadly. Dehydration, mostly. Yours are actually healthier, since you have a good layer of fat over them. He rubs his hand over my stomach, and my knees buckle for a moment before he pulls back. Don't... Yeah, mine used to feel like exactly that before I hit the road. I pretty much only drink coffee and beer these days. I try to recover from the unexpected belly rub and attempt to ask my next question with a straight face. Wait, really? How do you manage to get any sleep? Maybe once every 2 or 3 days. What? I hear a shush from the room next over and cover my muzzle out of shame. Ken chuckles and rolls his eyes. Yeah, I try to stay up as long as possible to cover more distance. Plus, let's just say, me and sleep don't get along very well, okay? The mood starts to shift and I try to be genuine with him for a moment. Are you running from something? He looks away, rubbing his arm awkwardly. Sorry, shit. He eases down on the bed and stays quiet for a while. I grab a chair from the card table, and drag it over, sitting next to him. We can talk about the hard stuff, you know. It doesn't have to be today or even tomorrow. I just don't know what you want me to say. What do you want to say? I sigh and take some time to find the right words. There's all sorts of things I don't understand. And not just with whatever sent me here, either. His interest seems piqued, but he refrains from commenting. My grandma, she always had an answer for everything. Don't they always? Except for when there was no answer. But of course, she had an explanation for that too. He looks confused, but nods for me to go on. Pain isn't deserved, it's destined. What does that mean? Bad things can happen to anyone. Bad, good, rich, poor. So if one day your life takes a weird turn and it feels like the whole world's against you, it's probably not something you had any control over. But what if? He stops and lets his composure relax for the first time, ears lowered. What if you did do something bad? Is it still not deserved? I think for a bit. This is a point me and Gran never could agree on. I think that depends on whether you think there are only good or bad people. He looks away, not convinced. You're not a bad person, Ken. You don't know anything about me. I don't think you would have been in that place if you were. Another bout of silence falls over us, and I can feel the energy in the air. Gears are moving in his head. Christ, give me a sec. He sits up straight and clears his throat. Do you ever feel like, I don't know, there's something else pulling the strings? Making you feel things, see things, hell, even do things you don't want to do. Like a god, or... He shifts closer to me and is sitting on the edge of the bed. No. Like that. Nothing like that. Sometimes, yeah. That's what I think landed me here with you. Do you think you can say... Wait, why do you keep saying that? What is it you think happened? I take a deep breath and try to explain everything as calmly as possible. The bar, Virgil, meeting him, and everyone else in the Golden Place. That indescribable mix of nostalgia and sadness we all felt, the conversation we shared. I felt myself tearing up by the end. He looked pensive, eyes darting around, adding up information. Ken? Sorry. After a few minutes, he stops and nods. Gray. Yes? I think I believe you. It's more like I have to believe you, actually. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. He gets up and starts pacing around the room, muttering to himself incoherently. No, because that would... And it would explain... Right, but... Ken? I'm still thinking. Okay. I sigh and lay down on the bed, feeling today's journey start to weigh on me. The room having no clock or window is a silent blessing. It's better to pretend in a timeless void rather than reset my circadian rhythm? Sleep is sounding better and better, and I curl up while holding a pillow as Ken keeps talking to himself. Right now, the only thing keeping me awake is the smell of old coffee on my fur and Ken's voice. I feel like I could sleep for a week. Sleep. Suddenly, I feel the bed creak next to me. I look over my shoulder and am faced with Ken's broad back. Ken? Are you sure? He sighs and waves dismissively at me. His big arm drops like a rock and hitting the bed with a soft thud. Yep, no sense in making a fuss about it at this point. I trust you're not some freak who's gonna try and touch me the second I fall asleep, yes? Yeah, no. I'm not gonna touch you, man. Not without permission, anyway. Good. Night speed bump. It's Gray. He repeats what I said in a mocking tone before by turning off the lights. I groan and toss a blanket over us, trying to get cozy without invading his territory. Hey, Ken? What does yes mean? I don't know. Sounds like Spanish. No. Portuguese. What the hell is Portuguese? Dreams sure are weird. I'm still awake despite keeping my eyes shut for what feels like hours. I had a feeling it might end up this way. My mind is still spinning, trying to figure out what's going on. Even putting logic and rules out of. Logic and the rules of physics aside, it's all nonsense. What does Virgil gain from setting me on this course? And Ken seems to already be going through some shit separate from this. I don't want to complicate things. Would one of the others have been a better choice? It feels fucked up to say, but if the point was to save these guys, surely I want to leave them with as little damage as possible. Wondering about what it could mean is pointless. Until I get more information, I just have to go with my gut. I shift my weight and the bed spring pokes into my hip. I grumble and flip it over, hoping that helps. A glimmer of light flashes across my eyelids, and I gently crack an eye open. That's what that says. Confused. Ken's asleep, at least. His whiskers dance as he breathes in and out, his giant frame making the bed rise and fall. Ken's face looks so gentle right now. What the hell has he gone through to make him act this way? Suddenly another flash of light. You can't sleep either? He shakes his head, those bright yellow eyes practically glowing. I could sort of feel you staring. Is that weird? I shake my head. No, and sorry, didn't mean to wake you up. It's okay. Yeah? I'm the one. The one who should be sorry, I mean. I hurt you. It's fine. I'm not actually hurt. Don't say it's fine. We both know it's not. That isn't how a normal person would act. Stop bullshitting me and admit that I'm a giant red flag. And tell me this is stupid and tell me to leave. I don't need to sleep. I can grab my bike and be out of here before the other two even notice. Come on, just do it. No. Why? Why are you... being stupid? Yeah, you are. Because if I do that, I'd be admitting I'm a fuck-up too. What? How? You don't know anything about me either, remember? Alright, I get it. Thanks. We lay in silence, letting the cool night air wash over us. I've never seen such a vulnerable expression from him before. Those eyes are searching again. Did you want to say something? I promise, whatever it is, I won't laugh. Could you hold me? Forget it, Okay, turn over. I sit up and lean an elbow, scratching behind my ear with the other hand. I don't think you want me to hold you face to face. My morning breath is pretty bad. You. He chuckles and turns over. I hear the sounds of sniffling muffled by the blanket. You asshole. I move in close and line up our bodies, that's what that says. Wrapping my arms around his midsection and squeezing firmly. I deliberately choose not to spoon him. This isn't a sexual need. This is a deep, childlike need uh, to be accepted. That's what this says. I, I feel him purr in my arms for a few seconds before silence washes over us again. I feel very uncomfortable. Just do it for him. Do it. I'll end the part here. That sounds like a good. That sounds like a fine idea. Goodbye, everyone.